Green Tree Productions is proud to present Duncanville Weekly News. It's the good news just for the City of Champions, Duncanville, Texas. And now, here's your host, John Thompson.
Hello world, America, Texas, and Duncanville, and welcome to this edition of Duncanville Weekly News for our 24th year. This is edition number 700. Glad you're watching. On this show, we just have one thing because during the summer things slowed down, and now with school going back, it's kind of a in-between events. So what we've got is the Panther football game. They played their opener last Friday night, and we're going to be back with the highlights of that right after this.
It's Texas, it's fall, it's high school football time in Duncanville, and the Panthers Den Show on Duncanville Weekly News with highlights of last week's Panther football game and a preview of this week's game. The Panthers Den Show is brought to us by James Memorial Chapel, the Pope Financial Group of Raymond James and Associates, by Leon Miller Commercial Properties on Main Street. Call Leon at 972-709-7181. Duncanville's 2 and soon to be 3 Subways, each fresh. By the Wolverton Company, serving the Duncanville area's heating and air conditioning needs for 3 generations. Del Ward's Farmers Insurance Agency. By Ben Franklin Plumbing, if there's any delay, it's you we pay. Glow Family Dental, right here in Duncanville on Wheatland. Ambit Energy, give Don a call, you'll be glad you did. And by Ben Franklin Apothecary and Kitchens Deli, right in the middle of Main Street, celebrating 50 years in Duncanville. And now, here's John with all the DHS football highlights.
Hello, Duncanville football fans, and welcome to the Panthers Den Show. Every week, we'll have highlights of the Duncanville High School Panther football games, and this week is the opening round. That is, they played the Arlington Colts last Friday night in the opening game of the season, and here's what happened.
A hot, breezy evening at Panther Stadium was the setting for the season opener as the Panthers hosted the Arlington Colts of District 4 6A. Panther captains Stedman Lanigan, Aaron Barnes, Xavier Brown, and Corey Smith won the live toss and opted to defer their choice to the second half. Arlington opted to receive. So the Panthers took the slight breeze behind their back to open the game. Eric Carrasco kicked off for the Panthers. And guess what? A touchback. We're going to see lots of those this year. The Colts have 3rd and 5 at their 30, and Marcel Southall and some friends sack the Colt quarterback and force the first of 9 Arlington punts on the night, and into the breeze, it was only a 22-yard effort. On their first play of the year, quarterback Stedman Lanigan completes this pass to Kevin Bell for 28 yards to the Colts 16 for a first down. But a couple of incomplete passes and a penalty forced a field goal attempt for the Panthers, and Sam Jimenez puts it through the uprights, and with a little over 3 minutes gone in the first quarter, the Panthers lead 3-0. On the ensuing kickoff, Eric puts it to the goal line. And Eduardo Morrow, Sidney McPhail, and Zacharias Green greet the returner at the 18, where they were 3 and out and punted again. The Panthers were 3 and out and punted, and the Colts were 3 and out and punted, and the Panthers were 3 and out again, and so were the Colts. The Panthers on 4th and 10 from their own 46, and Sam punts a beauty, and E.J. Prather seals the deal with a great tackle at the Colt 5-yard line to end the first quarter, with the Panthers still leading 3-0. It started at 11, and this rush is stopped by Jaron Bryant, Zacharias, Corey, and 2 or 3 more to force yet another Colt punt. This one from their end zone, and DeAndre Jackson makes a nice return to the Colt 33. A new quarterback for the Panthers. Michael Myers fakes out most everybody, but keeps and skirts the left side for 28 yards to the Colt 5-yard line for a first and goal situation. After an incomplete pass, Michael hands off to Roosevelt Richmond, and he squirts through everybody to pay dirt. Here's a look from the end zone, and the Panthers score their first touchdown of the game and the season. Elijah Gates snaps. Kevin Bell holds, and Eric kicks it through those uprights. And the Panthers assume a 10-0 lead 3 minutes into the second quarter. After the kickoff, the Colts have 3rd and 9, but Quaylen Haynes sacks the quarterback and forces yet another punt. Receiver DeAndre misses the catch. And Arlington is there to recover on the Panther 25-yard line. It was a play later that this pass for 21 yards and a Colt TD and a missed PAT makes it 10-6 Panthers. The Panthers went 3 and out, and then on plays like this from Jaqueline Bowles, the Colts punted again. But after this pass play, Michael to Desmond Elam for 12 yards. Michael's pass is deflected and intercepted at the Panther 26-yard line. But the Panthers, on plays like this from Zacharias, forced a field goal attempt, and it was good. So with under 2 minutes left in the first half, it's 10-9 Panthers. The Panthers took the kickoff and ran 13 plays, including this Roosevelt 21-yard sprint, but time ran out, so at the half it remains 10-9 Panthers. The Arlington and the Panther band and hi-hats performed at halftime.
James Memorial Chapel is the only family-owned funeral home in Duncanville and is proud to offer caring and dedicated services from familiar friends. Rick James and his family, the owners of James Memorial Chapel and Funeral Home, have served Duncanville area families in their time of loss since 1998. A beautiful and spacious chapel is offered, and James serves all cemeteries. When it comes to finding people you can trust in a time of need, you can turn to James Memorial Chapel. No one else knows families better. 811 South Cockrell Hill in Duncanville.
After receiving the second half kickoff, the Panthers went 3 and out and punted. The Colts went 3 and out and punted. But on the second Panther possession in the second half, Michael to Kevin Bell for 18 yards. Put the drive in motion, and then 5 plays later, Michael finds Elijah Gates down the left sideline in the end zone, and he snares the pass. Here's a little closer look at the touchdown play. The PAT attempt hit the left upright and went left. So almost midway through the third quarter, it's now 16-9 Panthers. After the ensuing kickoff, Arlington is moving it. But on this play, they paid a price as the pass receiver tries to dodge Aaron, but Zacharias is there and popped him. And he didn't just jump right up. But on the next play, a 58-yard sprint, and the PAT tied things up at 16 apiece. With our Grand Prairie-like time clock of 4:09 left in the third.
Gas explosion this past Monday. Thanks to you.
After the Colts kicked off, it's 4th and 17, and Sam is back to punt, but the snap is a little high, and Sam can't snare it, and Arlington recovers in the end zone for a touchdown. They tack on the PAT and now make it 23-16 Colts. The Panthers went 3 and out, but Sam did some making up as he nails the Colts on their 0-yard line, thanks to Zacharias and E.J. Prather downing that ball close to the end zone. On their first play, they misplay the snap, and the Panthers recover on the Colt 12-yard line. It's 3rd and 3 for the Panthers at the 13, and Michael hits Kevin for 10 yards. So Sam enters for a field goal attempt, and it's good. So with under a minute left in the third quarter, it's 23-19 Colts. A great kickoff put the Colts at their 10-yard line, and on the first play, this happened. Narqualan Ziad tips the quarterback's pass, and Jaron Bryant picks it off and gets to the Arlington 2-yard line. That was quite a play. Let's see it again with a little slow-mo. From there, Roosevelt takes the handoff and is barely touched around the left side for the touchdown. The PAT was no good, so that's the third quarter with the Panthers now leading 25-23. In the fourth, Arlington went 4 and out, and so did the Panthers, but the Colts took the next possession and rammed it down for a 2-yard touchdown. The PAT was no good. So with 7.5 minutes left in the fourth, the Colts now lead 29-25. The Panthers went 3 and out, and so did the Colts. And when the Panthers got it back, Michael showed some running talent for a 19-yard gain. Roosevelt gets 8 and another first down. A couple of plays later, Michael hits Elijah Gates in the end zone. Well covered, but not covered enough for the touchdown. And the Labor Day weekend crowd likes it. Eric's PAT is good, but he gets hammered after the kick, which caused some confusion. But with 2:14 left, it's now 32-29 Panthers. After the ensuing Panther kickoff, Arlington ran 4 straight running plays, and this is the last one with 4th and 11, and the Panthers take over. Just needing to run out the clock, the coach's dad and I wondered who called this pass play, but it was complete, and clock kept going, and when Roosevelt bust for another 10 yards and a first down, that was it. It was time for the coach's favorite play. The quarterback taking a knee. As the clock ticks out. Final, Panthers 32 and the Arlington Colts 29.
Each game we have a play of the week. And at the Arlington Colt game, the opening game of the season last Friday night, it happened late in the third quarter when
trailing the Colts by 4, and on defense, the Arlington quarterback passes, but Norqualen tips the ball at the line of scrimmage, and Jaron Bryant catches it, and with a full head of steam, takes it to the 2, which led to a go-ahead touchdown, and that's why it's the play of the week.
The play of the week is brought to us by the Pope Financial Group of Raymond James and Associates. See John or Don or Todd, 222 East Whitton Road, or call 972-780-0533 for your investment needs.
Also, we have a hit of the week, and in the Arlington game there were quite a few hits to choose from, but the choice happened in the third quarter when
the Colts have the ball and are on the move, but the quarterback sack by Norqualen Zayed slowed their offense and led to a punt. Look how far he blitzed to get to the quarterback. That's why it's the hit of the week.
The hit of the week is sponsored by Subway of Duncanville. Eat fresh at Cedar Ridge and Center Street, or Highway 67 and Main Street, and soon on West Camp Wisdom next to Kroger. This month's special, $5 footlong BMT and $3 sweet onion chicken teriyaki.
So the Panthers are off to a great start, coming from behind to beat those Arlington Colts. This week, they travel over to Mesquite to play Mesquite Horn. The Jaguars, the game will be at Hanby Stadium. To get to Hanby, go east on I-20, hit 635. When you get to Military Parkway, take a right and go east, and just keep going until you see Mesquite High School, and off to the right will be Hanby Stadium. The game will be at 7:30. Mesquite Horn also is number 12 in the area. They won their game last Friday night also. Hope to see you there. It's at 7:30. As we close, let's see the great performance of the Duncanville High School band and hi-hats that they performed last Friday night at halftime of the Panther game. We'll be back on September the 9th with the highlights of the Mesquite Horn football game and more. Hope to see you then. Thanks for watching.